Hello! Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Susanna Vera, and today I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies. We've been making them for just years and years, and everyone that tries them just loves them. They're pretty simple cookies. You'll want to preheat the oven to about 375, but depending on your oven, you may need to adjust it a little bit. It might take some trial and error. That's what it's taken with all of the ovens that we've ever had. But yeah, just set it around there. And that's one of the things that's going to be really important to making the cookies be perfect. You're going to want to put 2 sticks of butter, which is going to be a cup of butter. So it's going to be 3/4 of each. I don't have a 3/4 measuring cup either, so a 1/2 and a 1/4. So 3/4 white sugar, 3/4 brown sugar. And with the brown sugar, you'll just want to pack it in nice and tight. I haven't had these chocolate chip cookies in a while, and I'm very excited. I'm in a musical right now, and we started Tech Week yesterday, so I think I'm going to bring these cookies to my castmates to make rehearsal just a little bit easier. You'll want to add about a teaspoon. I say about because I like to add a little bit extra because it just makes it all the better. Just let it overflow just a tad bit. So you've got your butter, your sugar, your vanilla in there. Mix it all up. The next step, which is very important, is after you're done mixing together the butter, the sugar, and the vanilla, is to taste a little bit of it so usually if you add 1 egg, it's going to make the cookies a little more dense. You add 2, it's going to make it a little more cakey. So when I make a double batch, I usually use 3 eggs because it's just right in between. But for now, we'll just use 2. Time for some more dry ingredients. Now most recipes will tell you to take your dry ingredients and sift them together and then slowly pour them into here, but I think that's a waste of time. So what I do is once you've got your eggs, your butter, your sugar, your vanilla, you add your salt and your baking soda, and then just slowly add in the flour, and it works perfectly. So you're gonna want a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. There you go. And a whole teaspoon of baking soda. And sprinkle it in there. Make a nice dusty layer. Mix it together again. You just need a few seconds just to mix it in. Perfection. I'm gonna add some flour. So flour is one of those things that you kind of have to gauge as you go, depending on if your scoops of like sugar and stuff were a little more rounded and stuff, you might need to add just slightly less flour, but it's about 2.5 cups. I don't sift my flour either. I just think it takes too much time, and these cookies are just so easy. So I usually add about 1/2 cup at a time just because it spills everywhere if you don't. See, it's already spilling. And you don't want to mix it too much. Again, just kind of add as you go. I made a mess. Okay. So you don't want to rush it because otherwise you'll end up with a counter full of flour, just like I did. Adding my 2nd cup in here. Probably shouldn't have added it all at once, but I'll just blend really slowly. And you can kind of pulse it a little bit. That way you don't make a giant mess. Add in that final 1/2 cup. Pulse it. See, that didn't even work. Now we've got perfectly good dough. Yep, that's good. And now for our final ingredient. This doesn't want to come open. Alright, you might want to cut your bag open because sometimes it is not going to work. So you're just going to need 1 bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And now it's ready. Don't ask me why, but I do not own a spatula right now, which is horrible. It's fine. So now that your dough is ready and your oven is preheated,
And I'm gonna put it on some cookie sheets and put it in the oven.
Fun fact, my cookie sheet looks like it's like 100 years old because, well, I have a fun story of something that you should never do. I made cookies, as I like to do, because who doesn't? They weren't ready yet. They just needed a little bit of time in the oven, but I needed to leave. So I just left them in the oven with the oven open. I thought I had turned off the oven, but I did not. So I came back to my apartment to find the cookies burnt to a crisp on this lovely baking sheet. Maybe I'm just the most well, okay, I am a very forgetful person. So if you're very
I can talk, I swear.
If you're a very forgetful person like me, just make sure you turn off the oven when you leave your house. It's the most solid piece of advice I could give you. So we've got a lovely sheet of cookies. We're gonna pop them in the oven. And now, here's another important thing. 8 minutes is like the least amount of time they can cook on, depending on like the type of your oven and the type of cookie sheet that you're using. But usually they're gonna need about close to 10 minutes. But you wanna check on them because if they're ready at 8 and then you leave them in 10 minutes, they're not gonna have that nice, gooey, soft texture. So I'm gonna set my timer for 8 minutes, and in the meantime, I'm gonna sing you a song. I have spent my whole life dreaming. I have spent every day singing. I want a chance to make some noise. I want the world to hear my voice. I'm just getting started. I'm ready to soar. I'm just getting started. I'm ready to go. I've waited all this time. I'm ready to fly. I'm ready to soar. All my life I've been a quiet one. Oh, I've never said what was on my mind. But yesterday it has finally ended. Oh, and now it's time for me to shout. Oh, I'm just getting started. I'm ready to go. I'm just getting started. I'm ready to soar. I've waited all this time. I'm ready to fly. I'm ready to soar. Ready to soar. Yeah. I'm ready to soar. I had been writing music since I was 8. But right around the time that this song came out, I got the opportunity to perform my music live in front of a whole bunch of people. And I kind of wrote this song in preparation for it. And it was just such an exciting time in my life because I was seeing a dream that I had be realized. If I want to go out there and make music, I can do it. And I want to just encourage you guys that you can too. Whatever it is that your dream may be, no matter how far off it seems, go for it. Even if you never become successful by the world's standards and whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, your life is going to be so much more full and happy because you made it a part of your life. And don't be afraid to have your voice be heard. At times it may seem like nobody is listening, but I can assure you that you are never alone. I hope that was encouraging in some way. All right, it is cookie time. Let's see how they turned out. So we're gonna just let them sit on this cookie sheet, and then once they cool down a little bit, we'll give them a taste. The time has come, my friends. Perfection. See this? Just the way you want it to be. Definitely make sure you still have one while they're warm. I hope you liked my video. I hope you liked the song that I sang for you guys, and if you didn't, maybe don't tell me. No, but for real, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.